In manifestation, most people tend to think that when you hear you have to surrender, that it means you have to give up, you have to let go and almost like become a passenger in your life instead of what we've been conditioned to do, which is to push and fight and claw and work really hard for what we want. And so we think that the opposite of that. And when you hear you need to surrender, it's like, oh, so I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit back and do nothing. And I'm going to let go of control in a way that feels unsafe or that feels like I don't get to have what I want. These are some of the thoughts that will inevitably creep in if you have a misunderstanding of what surrendering actually looks like in manifestation. So, true surrender is not sitting back and waiting. It is not the opposite of going and getting what you want. I'm going to go a little bit more into this and why surrender is important and what it actually looks like. And how you can surrender into letting go of scarcity and moving more into certainty. Most of my clients are the people that come to work with me want something. They want more money or they want to manifest or call in a relationship or a better relationship with their partner. They understand that they want something. They want their life to be more enjoyable. They want to have more money with greater ease, these types of things. And almost always it's I need this thing or I want this thing and it's outside of you, right? So it's like I want love, I want money, I want success. The first thing to do is to understand that you're wanting something. It is solidifying within yourself that you don't have the thing. And it's like, okay, Ashley, I get you. I don't have the thing, right? Like I don't have the relationship. I don't have the money. I don't have the success or the ease or the security that I desire. There's nuance here, right? And when you are operating from, I need this thing or I want this thing, it's outside of you, you're pushing it away. This can be tricky to understand, and I get that. And the more that you hear it and the more that you're exposed to it, the easier it is for your subconscious to be like, oh, okay, I understand. So if you don't get this right away, it's totally fine. And you can lean into it just a little bit more and a little bit more until something finally shifts and you get there. When you are in this state of wanting something or needing something, it's like you're chasing it. Your belief then is I don't have it. I don't have it means in like the energy world and in the subconscious, I don't have it. I don't have it. It means I'm starting to see like scenes and stuff and so when I open up my channel to talk, sometimes it's like a lot, right? And I'm like sifting through um where I want to take this next, right? It's scarcity. It's having a scarcity mindset of I don't have the thing. When you believe that your desires you don't have, it it fuels the scarcity. It fuels the belief of it's a limited resource, or almost always my clients start to panic or have this sense of urgency. And that is not helpful. And so this is where like the healing work comes in and learning to catch these patterns and, the quote unquote the work comes in. For example, if you are a woman or a man, but if you're a woman and you are desperately waiting for a text from a person, a man, it's like checking your phone. Oh, did he text me? Did he text me? I sent a message, an hour ago. Did he text me? It's like, I don't have the text. I don't have the relationship. I don't have the thing. That's what is going to be reflected back to you. That's what you're going to get more of. I'm like hearing, responses like, the fuck are you talking about? I don't have the text. I don't have the text. Yes. And how you manifest is through, I already have it. I already have the relationship of my dreams. I already have, the partner that loves to communicate with me and that, sends texts. Or if he's busy, he will say, hey, I'm going to be slow to text today, whatever that looks like for you. But there's a difference energy wise and mindset wise between oh my God, has he texted me yet? To I already have the relationship of my dreams, and it is revealing itself to me more and more. That's what surrendering looks like in this instance. It's he's already interested. If it's not him, it's somebody else, right? Like this energy of it's already done, and I get to be on the journey towards the relationship of my dreams and like revealing itself to me, moving with confidence. And this is where, like, in the work that I do with my clients, sometimes I will give specific advice. Like, I'm thinking one client was like, I sent a message and he didn't respond, and so fuck him. And I'm not doing this anymore. He's not my person. And it's like, in these instances, we can go in and see and be like, okay, so what do you believe? What do you believe? Well, I think that he should, text me back and he should be pursuing me and this and that and the other thing. Okay, I hear that. And in her instance, it was, let's say her thing was feeling like she isn't being chosen or isn't being prioritized. And so we dropped into what would it look like for you to prioritize yourself? What would it look like for you to know that you have your person? And she's like, well, I don't want to lose this connection, and I'm wanting him to choose me. I'm wanting him to text me first. I want him to blah blah blah. And it's like, why? So then we go into why, and like we worked through it all. And so she sent him a message. Hey, you know, blah blah blah, whatever she said. And I would like to have a phone call tomorrow night, whatever. And in that, she was met because she's not in the place of, well, if he doesn't, then it doesn't. And it's like trying to manipulate and control the situation. It's like, no, what is it that you actually want to do? Well, I want to talk to him. So send the fucking message. So she sent the message, and then they were able to have conversation. Um, because you don't know, right? Like you don't know. And a lot of the stuff that's out there is leading from scarcity and is leading from lack of nuance, lack of understanding that the world is reflecting what we believe about ourselves, what we believe that we get to have, what we believe is true. And if you believe that there's no good men out there or that you don't get to have what you want, that's what's going to be reflected back to you. And so, in surrendering to, I get to have what I want, I move accordingly. I get to have what I want and I move accordingly. If you knew that you were guaranteed to have the dream partnership, if you knew that you were guaranteed to win the lottery, how would you show up? What would that look like for you? And start being that version of you now. That is surrendering. It is not, oh my God, I gotta check my account and make sure that the money that I have enough money. And yes, you have to do work around budgeting. I mean, you don't have to budget, but like the real world things, but you also have to relax into it is already mine. I don't have to hover. I don't have to control. I get to ease into trusting that your desires, oh, okay. They're like, go into it, Ashley, go into it. It's like trusting that your desires are yours for a fucking reason. And your desires are not just for you. Your desires will bring about better for the world. And I know, like in saying that, I'm like, who the fuck thinks that, right? And it's like, it is true. And if you're watching this video, then you're somebody that's true for. There are people in this world where their desires are misplaced, misguided. Like we get that. But you genuinely being happy and provided for and safe and having peace and security is only going to better your world and the world at large as a whole because it has to. That's how it works. The second part of this, which I already went into a little bit, is surrender means knowing it is already done. I know it had already done. It's not giving up on your desires. So, like, when somebody first told me to surrender, this was years and years ago, I was like, fuck you. I'm not surrendering. When I want something, I go after it. I go get it, right? And this happens a lot for my clients. It's like, but you don't understand. Like, I've always worked hard for what I want. Like, I can't just not push and be at the edge of burnt out in order to get what I want. Like I have like this is the way that the world works. No. I mean, you could continue to do that, but you're not gonna, it's not sustainable. Surrendering isn't giving up on our desires. It is dropping the need for them because you already know that it is yours. The difference, and again, it's nuanced. It's, of course you need money. Of course, I don't want to say you need love, but you need love. Of course, these things are true. When you go into it a little bit further, though, if you order something online, right? You're like, okay, so I need new shoes, whatever. I need new shoes. I'm gonna go online and look, see, find my size, find what color I want, and then I just bloop, order it. Am I like, oh shit, I hope it comes. Oh my God, I hope it comes. I mean, some of us are like that. Let me see. Did the tracking, did it go through? Did they charge my credit card? Is it gonna come? Like, when is it? It says it's gonna be here on the 25th. Is it gonna be here on the 25th? Or did they ship it yet? And it's like this energy of, oh, what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't arrive? What am I gonna do then? And most of us that are in, if you're somebody that has made it this far into the video, you probably resonate with the I need to stay on top of things. I need to be the one that's in control to make sure that it happens. When you do that in manifestation, it slows everything down because you are trying to micromanage when and how it comes. Surrender into, you already know that it's coming. And if it doesn't come, you'll get a refund. They'll send another shipment out. Like, it is done. It is taken care of. It is out of your hands. You do not need to hover and make sure that the shoes arrive. You do not need to hover and make sure that the opportunity or the person that you like texts you back. You don't need to micromanage. What you do need to do is forget about it. The shoes are coming. It says they'll be here on the 25th. Done. I desire a relationship with this person. It is done. It is done. Maybe it'll be today, maybe it'll be next week, maybe it'll be next year. It is done. I have the relationship of my dreams. I have the uh number income that I want. It is done. And the only thing that I have to do is trust and believe that is, I was gonna say possible, but that it is done, and that I will receive inspired action to take along the way. And this is something that I like to do. This is like a little bit of a hack, is because my clients are like, what if opportunities come? Like, how do I decide? How do I know which one? How do I know, like in dating, like, how do I know if it's the right one that I'm talking to? And it's like, what I do and what I teach my clients is, not only do I trust that the opportunities will come, I trust that I will know instinctively, there will be signs, whatever, that this is the person for me, or this is the person that I should be talking to, or it is now time to double text, right? Like, whatever. I will know, oh shit, I should check my bank account and make sure that, my paycheck came through. I will know. Undoubtedly, I will know. I trust that I know. And that helps, because then when the opportunities start to come, or, you're texting with a potential, I've watched too much Bridgerton. It's like I've watched a potential suitor, right? I will know. I will have that feeling that I don't have to explain, but it's just like, not this person. Or, oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this person. And it's just like, I will know. I trust that I will know. And leaning back to, it is done. It is done. I already have what it is that I desire. It is done. So instead of thinking, how do I make this happen? You are going to shift into, it's already happening, and I'm just living in the unfolding of it. Okay, so the final piece to this that I want to talk about is, in the surrender, there is what we'll call a moving on. And in this surrender and moving on, moving forward, it is one of the most magnetic things that you can do. So if you're like da 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 texting somebody and then like waiting and checking and checking and checking, or if they're showing, like, if you put in a bunch of job applications and you're like checking your email, did they email me? Did they email me? Do I have an email? Like, going from checking, waiting, hoping, like putting this energy out there of, I don't have it, please, like, give me, oh, okay, give me confirmation. Help me help me trust the process here, which is okay to do. But when you're constantly in this energy and in this mindset of, I have to be on top of it or it's not going to happen, it's if it doesn't prevent things from coming through, it's gonna slow it down, right? Instead, live your fucking life. Live your life because then you become magnetic. Then if you go from, oh, did he text me? Did he text me? Sending the fucking message that you want to send, and then go read a book. Go watch some TV, go for a walk, go to work, like do something that takes your mind off of it so that you're not just like constantly in this, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Something else that they're showing apparently is in dating, like I mean this is true for money too, but like if you were like, oh, I desire that, okay, so I'm thinking of a couple clients in particular where it's like, oh, like so I'm like, if you were in this relationship, if you knew that this was your person, what would your day to day look like, right? So my one client's like, well, he would buy me flowers and, we would make dinner together and then we would go for a walk and it's like naming these things that feel really good. It's like, okay, so go do those things. Buy yourself flowers or even just go to the florist and smell the flowers or go to the supermarket and smell the flowers and pick out which ones like bring you the most enjoyable experience, right? Cook yourself dinner and imagine yourself like, oh, this is what I would like to have. What would you like to have? Oh, okay. Like imagine having these conversations. Eat your dinner and then go for the walk. Like do the things that you find enjoyable that you have thought that you need your person in order to do those things. The same is true with money, right? It's like, okay, so what would you be doing if you had this new job or if you had more clients? Like, how would you experience yourself? What would that look like? And it's like immediately, almost always, my clients were like, well, I would pay bills or I would feel at ease. I would feel supported. I would feel safe and secure. So, okay, you can feel those things now. Start being the version of you that has the things that you desire now, because that is how you become magnetic to your desires, because you are a match. And it goes deeper than that, but you are a match. So stop over analyzing every day. Stop checking your bank account and being like, I know it's not there, I know it's not there, and being like, it's not, the numbers are not where I want them to be. Currently, the money is coming. Money is an energy. It is a renewable resource that is constantly flowing, and I am stepping into the flow of money. I might be taking baby steps at first, but I'm stepping into the flow of money. It is this relaxed surrendering. It is this relaxing into, I already have it. I know that if I don't see it, it is simply a matter of time before it becomes clear and in focus in my life. I want to note that it is not it is not easy. It is not easy to go from I need to have this thing. No, Ashley, you don't understand. I need to have this thing. To I understand that I don't have it in this moment, but I am surrendering into the belief that it is possible for it to arrive in the next 10 seconds. I don't know how, but I believe that it is possible. I know, like I know that it can feel difficult to shift into that, but it is possible. I promise you it is possible. And it is simple. It is not easy. This stuff is not easy, but it is simple. And when you do this, even just a little bit, you step closer and closer into being that version of you that has it. If you are ready to embody this level of mastery around manifestation and creating a life that you dreamed of, that you like really have hoped and prayed for. If you are ready for this, send me a message. The links are in my bio. I would love to help you learn how to do this for yourself and not just understand it intellectually, but to fully embody it so that you can be the version of you that gets whatever the fuck you want.